It was the beginning of summer vacation, and the children of Oakwood School couldn't have been happier. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the whole village seemed to be alive with the promise of adventure. Among the children, there were 3 best friends, Lucy, Ben, and Rosie, who were looking forward to a summer full of fun. One warm afternoon, the children were playing in the meadow just behind their school. They were running through the tall grasses, chasing butterflies, and exploring the nooks and crannies of the forest. Ben, who was always the most curious of the 3, spotted something unusual in the distance. "Look, what's that shiny thing over by the old oak tree?" Ben called out, pointing. Lucy and Rosie turned to look. In the distance, among the thick green leaves, a soft silver shimmer caught their eyes. "I think it's something magical," Rosie said, her eyes wide with excitement. The 3 friends hurried over, pushing through the soft grass and the wildflowers that danced in the summer breeze. As they reached the old oak tree, they gasped in astonishment. There, hanging from the lowest branch of the tree, were 3 beautiful apples, each one glowing with a soft silver light, as if they were made of pure moonlight. They're silver apples," Lucy whispered in awe. "I've never seen anything like them." Ben took a cautious step forward and reached out to touch one. The apple felt warm in his hand, though it was so shiny it almost looked like it was made of pure silver. "Do you think we should eat them?" Rosie asked, her voice full of wonder. "I don't know," Lucy said, looking at the apples with a puzzled frown. "They might be magical. What if they give us special powers?" "Let's find out," Ben said with a grin, his adventurous spirit always eager to try new things. One by one, they each took an apple from the branch and held it in their hands. They sat down on the soft grass, their hearts racing with excitement. "Ready?" Ben asked. "Ready," Rosie and Lucy replied, all 3 of them biting into the shiny fruit. The moment they took a bite, something incredible happened. The world around them seemed to shimmer, and suddenly they were no longer sitting under the oak tree. Instead, they found themselves high in the sky, floating among the clouds. "What's happening?" Lucy gasped, her eyes wide with surprise. "I don't know, but this is amazing," Ben shouted, laughing with joy as he floated through the air. The silver apples had given them the power to fly. They soared above the meadow, their laughter echoing in the sky. Below them, they could see the village, their school, and the vast green fields stretching out as far as the eye could see. The warm summer breeze tickled their faces as they zipped and zoomed through the air, feeling like the happiest children in the world. "This is the best summer vacation ever," Rosie exclaimed, her arms outstretched as she glided through the clouds. But then, as they floated higher and higher, they noticed something else. Off in the distance, there was a shimmering castle made of gold and silver. It sparkled in the sunlight, just like the apples they had eaten. "Let's go there," Ben said, pointing toward the magical castle. Without a second thought, the 3 friends flew toward the castle, their hearts full of excitement. As they approached, the gates of the castle opened wide, and a kindly old man with a long white beard and a twinkling smile greeted them. "Well, well, well, I see you've found my silver apples," the man said, his voice warm and friendly. "Welcome, my young adventurers. You have discovered the secret of the enchanted garden." The children landed gently in front of the castle, their feet touching the soft golden ground. The old man explained that the silver apples were special gifts given to those who were brave and kind-hearted, and that they had unlocked the gateway to a magical world. The children spent the rest of the afternoon exploring the enchanted castle. They wandered through halls filled with glowing flowers, played in gardens where the trees sang songs, and met talking animals who were eager to become their friends. As the sun began to set, the kind old man smiled at them and said, "It's time for you to return home, but don't worry. The silver apples will always be here if you ever need them again." With a flick of his hand, the children found themselves back under the old oak tree, the silver apples now gone. But their hearts were full of memories of their magical adventure. "I'll never forget this summer," Lucy said, looking up at the sky. "Me neither," Ben agreed. "We've had an adventure of a lifetime," Rosie smiled. "And maybe one day we'll return to the magical castle." As they walked home, the children knew that this summer vacation would always be the most special one they'd ever had. A summer filled with laughter, flying, and silver apples.